What up YouTube? So today I have a review for you guys on the Colourpop No Filter Concealers. So I did purchase these on the day of their launch and I just got them today. 2 weeks later, not throwing any shade, but kind of Colourpop. I purchased the concealers right when the launch happened at 10 a.m. on that day. I was able to pick up or get 4 concealers, and the reason why I got 4 was because one is a contour shade, because sometimes I like to cream contour. The other 3 I just wanted to make sure I had a match. So sometimes I like to use concealers that don't really brighten up but do the job of concealing so that my under eyes are covered, but I don't really want that bright concealer look. And sometimes I like the bright concealer look. And then one of the shades I hope matches my skin tone, because I actually wanted to see how it wears as a foundation. I saw a few other YouTubers do this and I'm actually really curious to see how that works. Would I use it as a foundation? I don't know. That depends. I didn't plan on filming this video today, but I got a notification that it came, so I had to film this review. But other than the concealer, I did get a pressed powder face. This is a bronzer. On the back it says highlighter bronzer, but I got it in this shade, and the name of it is In It to Win It, and it's a bronzer. I really like the mirror. It's huge and it's so convenient. On Colourpop's website, all the concealers are sold out, and they do retail for $6 each, which is very inexpensive. This actually came just in time because I used my Target Shape Tape to the core. Like, if there is nothing, no more. And it's making me really sad. So I hope this concealer can replace my Target Shape Tape. But let's look at some info. So it's claimed to be a lightweight creamy concealer formulated with soft blurring pigments to give you crease-proof matte finish, no filter needed. Like I've said, I've seen other reviews and I know that this particular concealer has a whole bunch of different kinds of shades, like in the lighter range spectrum of skin tones, but in the darker range it doesn't really have too much options. But I hope that if this turns out to be a good thing, that they come out with better options for darker skin tones. But as for me, I feel like I do have a good range of concealers to work with. I am like a medium skin tone, so let's get into this. So I have medium 30, golden 40, rich 75, and medium tan. So I feel like medium tan might be the one that I want to wear as a foundation. So the Colourpop products are also cruelty free, but I am not sure if they are vegan friendly. So first off, I really like the packaging. I like it. You can easily see the color of the concealer that you're working with. These are the 4 shades I got. As you can see, it's definitely a wide range of variety. I'm going to swatch these shades on my face so you can see, I guess, you know, the color, how it looks on my skin tone. So this is rich 75, and of course I would use that shade to contour. Medium tan, and I think this is the one I wanted to use as a foundation. It's too light. And then I also have golden 40, and then the last one is medium 30. It's definitely a lot of color going on here. So those are the shades that I got. I'm actually not too sure how this is gonna go, but I'm going to wipe this off and I am going to put on foundation, and then I'll come back and we will apply the concealers and see how they blend out over foundation. Okay, so I have my foundation on. It's super full coverage. We're gonna go in with the concealers. So I do feel like medium tan would be a concealer I would wear when on those days when I just want a natural look, not really, you know, like a blinding concealer look. And I do feel like medium 30 would be that concealer. Golden 40, I actually don't know, because it has a very yellow distinct undertone, but not in like a way where I would want, but maybe I would mix the two. I don't know. We'll see. But let me apply medium 30. I do kind of want that brightening effect today, so I'm going to apply medium 30. And this is like probably the perfect concealer shade. So with my Tarte Shape Tape, I do have a lighter shade, like I said, because I like sometimes the bright concealer look. But whenever I mix the two, I feel like it's too bright. But this one, I feel like might be a good balance between those two. Blend it out. I am using natural lighting, so the lighting is fluctuating. Sorry about that. It blended out really easily. Like, I feel like kind of like the consistency was like very thin, but it did the job. I mean, it looks pretty. It's not really like a distinct bright concealer look, but I feel like it does the job of brightening under the eyes. Just a bit though, keeping it still very natural. I think if I went a shade lighter, it would be what I'm used to. Like, I know the lighting is playing with you guys, but when I look in the mirror, I like how it looks, you know. So I'm just gonna blend out this side. I am using a Real Technique beauty sponge. It's one of my favorites, and it is damp. I like to blend out my concealers with a damp sponge. I have tried blending it out with a dry sponge, but I just don't like how it feels. I feel like it blends better when it's damp. So sorry if you hear sounds, music. Hopefully I won't get copyrighted with this but I'm trying to occupy my daughter. She's very clingy right now. But the concealer is actually very stunning. It's full coverage. I feel like it did a good job of concealing the under eyes. The only thing though is the packaging. The white packaging will get dirty. Like, you could probably just wipe it off with the makeup wipe. To me, it don't matter. But I'm going to use this shade to also conceal and brighten the center of my face. So I do the forehead, down the nose. I like how skinny the applicator is compared to the Shape Tape. I kind of am not a fan of how flimsy it is, because I do feel like I have to go lightly because I don't want to press hard and get product on, you know, a lot of product. But I guess that's a nice aspect for it to be flimsy, so maybe I just contradicted myself. So I don't feel like the concealer dries too fast that you can't work with it in a, you know, a good amount of time. It gives you enough time to work with it, to apply it. Like I said, it's not too much of a brightening that I'm getting from the lightest shade that I do have. I think it's a good alternative to the Tarte Shape Tape, especially if you're on a budget. So I'm gonna finish the rest of my face, and then I will let you guys know what I think in a few seconds. So I'm just gonna slip this part into the video in case you guys are curious about this, but the pressed bronzers, it is new. It did launch kind of the same time as the concealers, but I don't know if it's completely new as in like the formula or the colors. I'm not too sure, but I did want to try it out and show you guys in case you are interested in what that may look like. And since I do have it, why not? To contour, I have been liking the Pixie Beauty Miriam collection collab, and I use this cool tone shade right here, and it just gives a nice subtle definition to the face. Let's try the bronzer, and this is what she looks like. I love the white packaging. I'm obsessed with white. I think it's so clean and it's just a nice look to have. It also can get dirty very easily. I'm grabbing product, and I'm just gonna It's a nice shade for a bronzer. So ever since I did the review on the Becca Chrissy Teigen collab, I have been obsessed with like red undertone bronzers because they look so stunning. I think I found my new favorite bronzer because I have been using Malibu Soleil, which is the name of the bronzer in the Becca and Chrissy Teigen palette. When I reach for the palette, that's all I want. Sometimes I'll use, you know, the highlighter sometimes, but most of the time it's to use the bronzer. Ooh, it's making me look very tan, but also because it's like kind of in a single form, it will be more easier to use. And I feel like this is a lot of product. You get 7 grams of product. So pretty. I'm gonna finish the rest of my face and then I will be back and I'll tell you guys, you know, my final thoughts. So far, I like the concealers. I feel like they do the job of concealing. Did it wow me? Not really. I feel like compared to the Shape Tape, I'm used to this kind of performance and I feel like it is very, very close to the performance of the Shape Tape, which I actually adore that. This is so much more affordable and I can see myself repurchasing this all the time. I haven't repurchased this Shape Tape because it's so expensive. I do feel like it performs just as good as the Shape Tape. I wish I could have used it as a foundation to really see how it performs to my pores because I do have huge pores right here. I did want to see if it had like a blurring effect or if it made them look smaller. But as for like the under eyes, I don't blend it too far down. I kind of keep it like right here. So I didn't really get to see that. I feel like it does add a softness to the look, which I like. I do like that a lot. I love the concealers. Was I like,
wow, this concealer is so amazing?
No, I wasn't. But I feel like it does a really good job with concealing. It's not, you know, it's not a bad concealer. It's actually really good. And especially for the price, when they have a restock, I just might have to grab all of them just to have them in my kit for when I do makeup on other people. I'm looking in the mirror, so if there's anything else I could tell you guys. When I set it, I didn't feel like I had to set it too fast to prevent creasing because I don't really see any creasing under my eyes. I don't really crease either. I like the concealer. I'll definitely be using it, obviously. I really hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'm so excited that I got to do it because I love Colourpop. I love how inexpensive Colourpop is, and I feel like their makeup is such good quality for the price. If they relaunch this, I will definitely be buying more shades and probably a few more for myself. If you have any comments or any questions, just leave them down below and I will get to them. If you want to keep up with me elsewhere, I am on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter at Bryyykayyy. Please subscribe if you haven't already. It would mean so much to me. And if you like these kinds of videos, give it a thumbs up so that I know. And thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys in my next one. Sorry, how it performs, how it performs, and I did. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. I did.